Yeah, here we go again, right? Are you looking at Casper's price? Okay, well, we're still in the bear market. Some people say the market is over with. Say, hey, I'm not your financial advisor. We're going to see how time goes, okay? But anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Oh yeah. Everything, definitely everything, tastes better with Casper. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, you already know the drill, right? we're gonna look at market performance for the past 24 hours, right? I told you guys, Trumpicious Magicious, man, that guy. That's why I voted for him. That this guy. This guy is something else. All right, but anyways, we're going to look at market performance for the past 24 hours, right? For those of you who think money is going to trickle down, how do you like me now? Oh my God. Anyways, after that, we will look at prices in details, and right after that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? But anyways, yeah, before we do all that, this coffee is good. Before we do all that, you remember yesterday I was talking about how I am getting my next generation. I don't know what you're doing, right? Everybody has their own way of dealing with stuff. My next generation, who I'm trying, like my son, my daughter, my children, I'm trying to groom them up. Things that I did not know at their age, things that I wish I knew at their age, to make that would have made my life way better, would have put me in a different level where I am today. So those things I'm teaching my kids, my next generations, like, hey, you need to do this. Something like things so simple. I don't know, you have a different system. With my kids, I have a different system too, which, hey, you go to school, you get me good grades, you have an allowance every 2 weeks I'm paying, okay? And now that will consider that as your salary, and as your salary, you can use that to invest in something before it becomes too late. You start learning how to do all the stuff, investing in stocks, in crypto, in whatever. My 9-year-old son, he's investing in Casper, in stocks and ETF, just like we see here every day. When he's 20, he's gonna look at that, and I'll be like, yeah, you see, that's what I was telling you, right? But anyway, those are the things that we do every day, and that's what we talked about yesterday. And I will be glad to see you. If you gain any value out of that, please let me know too, okay? Anyways, today is a different story, a different topic, okay? In which, since I'm not your financial advisor, and I told you guys, what I do on this channel is a millionaire journey. And in that millionaire journey, I show you how I'm getting from zero to that level. Everything I'm doing, I don't have to hide it, right? And it's up to you to either follow doing the same thing, or decide not to do it. Everybody has their own way of doing things, right? So yeah, it's not forceful. One of the things that I do every day, it doesn't fail. I don't fail. I do this every day. That's why some people who don't understand me, they think I am a nocturnal person that like to stay up at night. No. It's a schedule how I do it, right? It's like you have your gym type. Well, you know what? Talking about gym, I think I need to change that schedule. But anyways, that's something for another day. That's something I do every day. And it helps me not just in making decisions, it's also helped me, mentally relax. That's how it helps me. I work, okay, let's put it this way. I work every day, and not every day, I try to take some time off, but when I'm working, I work until it is probably 7 o'clock in the evening. 7 o'clock in the evening, then I leave, take this off and go home. But my work does not stop right there. It doesn't, because I told you guys I want to retire by 45. And what I mean by retiring, I mean doing this, you know, for myself. Doing it like what do I mean by for myself? I mean having my companies running, my business is running, and I decide if I want to go to work that day. Right now, I'm still making it stand up, so I have to be here. But I want to get to a level that after some time, I don't have to be here. I will have somebody doing this stuff while I'm at home, and from time to time, probably show up and visit and see how everything is going. Because to be honest, I am not an office person. I like to get my hands dirty. That's the kind of person I am. Okay, I like to take off engines, put them together. You know, I like to work. Okay, I don't like to just sit there and point fingers. That's not me. So yeah, that's what I mean by retiring at 45 and not doing this myself. Now I'm going to have people doing it. The corporation should be up and running, and then I should have my Asian branch, the North American branch, African branch, and the European branch. Everything running on its own, having people doing it, and all I have to do is just show up in different branches when I feel like it. Okay. But anyways, yeah, my day starts in the morning, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock in the morning sometimes. Other times, yeah, maybe 6. I work till 7 in the evening, okay? And go home. My work don't stop there. When I get home, I start looking at my emails. Look at my emails, my business partners, and reply and doing all that stuff, right? Looking at how the business went, if the employees having problems, and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, I look at all that and pause. Okay, we pause, because when I pause, I want to talk to my kid, see like, okay, how did the day go, or how did school go, or I mean, we start talking about personal stuff. How about your investments and all that stuff? Do you need help in anything? Like, let's say he's having a problem, mathematical problem in school, and he needs me to help him do that. So yeah, that's kind of, you know, parenting, father son, father daughter things. Yeah, that's what we do. And right after that, 9 o'clock, they go to bed. We never fail. 9 o'clock is time to sleep, because I believe if a child goes to bed and rests 9 to 10 hours a day, it's good for their mental health, like their development in their brain and stuff like that. Brush your teeth, go to bed. As soon as the kid is in bed, I go back to working, go back to doing what I do. So I do that until probably 11 o'clock, yeah. And after that, time to shut everything else down. Go brush your teeth, take a shower, do all that stuff. 11 by 11:30, okay, you are done. And then you take 30 minutes, guys. I take like 30 to 45 minutes every day. Turn off the lights, turn off the TV. Try to have it as quiet as possible. Try to have it as quiet as possible. And then, I know a lot of you don't pray, but I do. I give thanks to God for the day. I know a lot of you call him God, a lot of you call him Allah, a lot of you call him Jesus, or whatever name you call him. Personally, I call him Amadioha. So I give thanks to God for the day, for the good things that happen, for the bad things that happen, and, you know, pray for that tomorrow, the day after, or tomorrow, pray for that either he gives me the same success I have that day, I will be happy with it, or something better than the success I had that day, I still be happy with it. So I try to humble myself as possible, try to pray that any kind of failure or whatever it is on my way, okay, should be taken out. Okay, and then pray that I'm going to sleep. And if I wake up next day, glory to him. If he decides that next day is not, I'm not going to wake up again, it's the same thing, glory to him. So I pray. After praying, now we go to the next step, which is I sit there in the dark and think first my company, my business, and everything else. How the day went, okay, what I could have done better to make things better than the day, how they went the day. Okay, I start thinking about those kind of stuff. My employees, what can I do better to make their lives better? Start thinking about you guys. Okay, what can I do better to make sure that I impact you guys in a positive way? You understand? So things like that start to go in my way. And among those things, you start to think, it will lead you, it normally lead me after that into my personal investments. I start thinking about, like, let's say my stocks, my gold, the silver, all this stuff that I own. And again, go over my plans. Plan A with gold stocks. How is that going? Trace it, look at that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it is going the way I want it to go. And then go into plan B. What if plan A fails? What can I do with those stocks and gold, silver? What can I do with them? And then go over plan C, because trust me, when you're investing, you need to have the main plan, a second plan, and a plan for the second plan. So that's the kind of person I am. Okay, I'm always very careful with everything. Once I'm done with that, I move into my cryptocurrencies. Okay, start looking at my Bitcoin. Okay, my Bitcoin was the plan A for it. Is it working the way I want it to work? Yeah. Okay. What is the backup plan for it if the plan A doesn't work? And then what is the plan for backup plan, just in case the backup plan doesn't work? What is it? Okay, and you start looking at all your investments, your crypto assets, like your Casper, your everything. And last night, while I was into that phase, just looking at everything, making sure I'm happy the way they're going, or if I need to change anything, or if I need to do something different, the question started ringing in my mind. Because right before I went into checking on my stuff, I had a call with a friend of mine. Okay, he's in Nigeria. I had a call with him, and he's trying to start investing into Casper. And when we were talking about it, he said something about, you know what, the price action is not convincing him. And I was trying, I just like tell him, okay, yeah, when you're investing into something in the early stages, forget about the price. And that's just like I've been telling you guys, forget about the price, because innovation always, trust me, always wins at the end of the day. Innovation always wins. And that's what me and him were talking. And when I was there thinking about this stuff, the question kept coming in my mind, like, I wonder what he's going to ask himself. Imagine by the end of 2026, Kaspa is sitting $10 or close to $10, because by the end of 2026 we should have pretty much VProx out, zero knowledge out, everything about Kaspa, the ecosystem should be either halfway booming or close to halfway booming, and that will lead to an extraordinary price action that you don't even think about. And I always say, like, you know what, short term, yeah, we're going to make money. If you just want to make money and not care about generational wealth, short term we will make money. You will see Casper run to $1, $2, $3 in a very short term. But the question is, at the end of 2026 or close to that, or maybe a little bit after that, if Casper goes to $10, what will he be asking himself? Will he be on the side of the people rejoicing, being like, oh my God, I'm glad I bought Casper at 5-6 cents? Will he be on that fence? Or will you be on the other side of the fence of the people saying, I am an idiot, I could have done this? I started just thinking about it, and it reminded me of myself on so many occasions, like on Bitcoin. I tell you, a lot of you think like, yeah, you are good because you have 30 pieces of Bitcoin, but you guys don't know how this eats me on the inside, that I could have been holding 10,000 Bitcoins right now instead of just 30. I could have been holding 10,000 of them, because I knew of Bitcoin when it was at $1. I knew about it. I was working in Egypt. I do remember that. And a friend of mine told us about it. Hey, Bitcoin. I knew. But due to my, how do I put it? I can say stupidity, because it's not ignorance, it's stupidity. Because back then I did not know how to research and look into things. Due to my stupidity, I did not look into Bitcoin. I did not research it. And I had 10, 15 grand sitting in my bank account back then. If I did a research, I would have just taken 10 grand, put into it, and here we are. I would have been holding 10,000 Bitcoins or even more. I would have, or even probably just bought it the way I'm buying Casper right now. Just keep on buying every 2 weeks. I would have had even more. Okay, so that feeling is something I don't like somebody else to have. Because trust me, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. And then I think about it again because I did the same mistake with Ethereum. I know when Ethereum came out, it was, I found Ethereum at what was it, $5, $5 or $6, but I did not do anything. Even when it went up and came back to $15, I didn't do anything. And that feeling's like, instead of me right now, all I hold is 120 Ethereum. I would have been having 5,000 Ethereums right now, or even more. And I'm telling you, that feeling, the feeling of how things went by you and you couldn't do, and you didn't do anything, not because you could not do it, but because you were stupidly busy chasing green candles somewhere else. That feeling, my friends, is what I'm trying to tell you. It is, it is something like, hey, when it happens to you, well, I can't really explain it. You will find out. And when I was thinking about it last night, I called him again this morning and I told him, listen, if I were you, I'm not your financial advisor, but if I were you, I will start getting Casper right now. I will, because trust me, Casper, when you put it side by side with Bitcoin, it's the same thing, but better. Right now, marketing is not there. Only people like me and a couple of YouTubers are talking about Casper right now. And trust me, if Bitcoin could get ETFs, shitty Solana could get ETFs. They're talking about it. You could have Ethereum's ETFs. Imagine what will happen when people discover Casper on the mainstream. Start coming on TV, radios. You see my grandma wearing a Casper t-shirt. Imagine what will happen to that price. Right now, everybody, I was telling him, I said, right now, everybody is stuck on the Bitcoin bandwagon, but you understand something, they have also started to find the cracks on the Bitcoin logo. Why? Because if you look at Bitcoin mining, it is declining. Why? It's too expensive. If you look at Bitcoin, the rewards, Bitcoin rewards, if you put them with the mining, the amount of mining that needs that, it's not profitable if you don't have big money. Right now, even if you try to go solo mining, you must be really, really lucky to get a Bitcoin block. Because there are people over there like Marathon Digital that are scooping up the ocean, solo mining, and getting almost every block because they have huge mining farms. So people are beginning to see it, and as a result, a lot of miners are getting shut down. People are not even getting into it. That's why I told him, I said, time is going to come when the Bitcoin mining becomes centralized. And when it becomes centralized, this same thing that people are running away from right now, talking about, oh, US sanctions and blah, 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 is where Bitcoin is going to. Because if the mining is centralized, they can seize it, say, you know what, we are not. They can find that block and kind of stop it. It's coming. And your Bitcoin, your wallet becomes useless. How do you think they confiscate the Bitcoin that they have right now? And such a thing is not, when you look at Casper is going to be, even after when the rewards go off for mining, the rewards are going to be there because, first of all, the transaction volume is going to increase. We do have things like instant payments happening on Casper. Okay, Casper is secure, is decentralized, and it solved that trilemma. And I was trying to tell him, I'm like, hey guy, you need to actually face the thing. Look into Casper, because at the end of the day, that feeling of failing to do something when you had the chance, trust me, when you see everybody around you, some people buying Lambos, which again, I don't think it's going to be me. You see some people living in nice houses and stuff like that. And the reason why I say I don't think it's going to be me is because I think I'm going to use my money to try to get more money instead of getting things that depreciate with time. Getting more money, getting more wealth. That's what I'm going. So yeah, you look at those kind of things and nobody is paying attention. Nobody's paying attention. People are looking at price right now instead of looking at, okay, look at what Casper is doing. They are still building. Smart contracts are coming up, right? We already see the Casper, we already see the TVL going on. And this is just the start. Jonathan himself, like I said the other day, he said it. Layer 2s, they are good, but they are not that important for Casper. So wait for the VProgs to get on layer 1, and you will see. I tried to explain all that stuff. So when you at the end of the day, you sit there by yourself quietly, asking yourself, how did my day go? It's one exercise I will recommend you to do. You just go over there, ask yourself, how did my day? How did I do on my day? Instead of waiting for somebody to come and ask you, hey, how was your day? No, ask that question to yourself and answer it. Once you answer it, trust me, it's gonna make your next day better, because you can look back and see how your day went, and you can see, okay, this is what I did good, this is what I did bad, blah, blah, blah. And then tomorrow, okay, let me try to improve on what I did bad today. That way it will become a better day. You get it? When it goes to investment, you start thinking about those kind of stuff. Okay, what investment I could have put more money on? And imagine a year from now, can that investment get to that level or the other level? What would happen if it gets to this level? Would that benefit me? How will I benefit by investing in it? What if it doesn't? And again, another more important question: what is the probability of that investment to get to that level? Based on what? That's the kind of questions I usually ask myself, and I'll be like, okay, I like the way Casper is going. The probability right now is like 99.9% that Casper is going to make me a multi-millionaire if it keeps the pace that they are going, because the development is coming out quick and fast. So yeah, we start looking at that, and we start paying attention in everything else. If you don't, your day is going to be shitty next day, because you go to bed, first of all, without solving the problems that you had the first day. Most of the questions that we have, we don't find solution on them because we don't meditate, we don't think about them. If you think about a problem you had today, at the end of the day, you've solved half of that problem just by thinking about it first. It's like somebody who wants to make $1 million. All he knows, I want to make $1 million and go to bed. But imagine at the end of the day, I want to make $1 million. Okay, today what did I do to make that $1 million? I went to work 9 to 5. Yeah, I made, for example, $800. Okay, out of that $800, how much of it am I putting towards making $1 million? Because I told you, it is impossible for you to make money if you don't spend money. You think about it yourself. Okay, out of the $800 I made today, how much of it did I put towards working to make $1 million? You answer yourself that question. Okay, I put 0. Crap. Okay, now you know at the back of your head, tomorrow when I wake up and I work tomorrow, I will have to put some money towards making $1 million. And then you ask yourself, okay, out of 800 that I made, I put $200 somewhere. Okay, what did I put the $200 into? Oh, I bought some gold. Okay, I bought some Casper. I bought some this. Now, out of everything that I bought with $200, which of them it looks like a waste of time? Which of them has the possibilities of increasing to get me closer to that $1 million? You see, I'm telling you, half of your problems are solved if you just sit there at the end of the day, think about them. Just think about it. You will see, it is something that most people don't do. And that's why most people make these investment mistakes, because they go to sleep thinking about green candles, thinking about Lambos. Like you get turbo AI. Okay, by the time I wake up tomorrow, somebody's going to tweet about it and it's going to go up. They don't think about it. They don't reflect. Okay, what if nobody tweets about it? Then what? What if meme coins are not that popular? Like we usually say, the world is evolving. Everything is changing. And I'm telling you, utility coins is where your money is. I've been saying that from the beginning, and I'll keep saying it. Utility coins is where your money is. Now, among the utility coins, they're also still going to be separated by category. You're going to see it. Some are going to do way better than others, but yet money is in utility. You will see. So yes, at the end of the day, take some time. Reflect. Think about how your day went. Think about what you can do to improve what you did wrong, or even to improve what you did good. That's how I end my day. I don't know how you do yours, and I'm not your financial advisor. So yeah, everybody has their own way. Everybody has their own way of doing things, right? Anyway, guys, yeah, let's go right quick, okay? Let's go look at how the markets perform. But before that, when everybody, you remember, when everybody was busy thinking about, oh, market going down, market doing this. So I had kind of like yesterday I called Uncle T, and Uncle T was like, hold on, because I was on the phone with him, like, and he picked up, right? He picked up the phone, but he set it on the side on speaker, and I could hear him count 1, 2, 3, 4. No. I was like, Uncle T, what the hell, bro? Come on, you gonna keep me on hold or something? He like, come on, wait. I'm trying to think about this. I was like, and I like, okay, let me switch to camera. Switch on camera with Uncle T. Uncle T was still there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was like, okay, enough of this bullshit, bro. Come on, you gotta fill me in. What are you counting? What's going on? And he goes, man, I'm trying to decide if I want a Mustang, a Bentley, a G-Wagon, and a Lambo. I said, what? Come on, man. Did you look at yourself the size you are? The last time you tried to get in a Lambo, you got stuck. And you had your friend regretting even trying that idea. And you still thinking about getting a Lambo. Come on, man. What are you going to do with it? You're like, man, no, don't disturb me. Because we're thinking about Casper. When Casper goes, let's say I got to wait 1 more year, maybe 2, until this thing start hitting $25, $30 a piece, I will have me enough money to buy all these cars, whether I drive it or not. All I want to hear is the sound. I said, about Casper right now, I'm just thinking about how much money this thing is going to make me. All right? If you have negativity and you don't want to, you don't want to think about my Lambos, I know that car, you may as well go to that line where the Solana people are. You know, I just started laughing. I said, good thing, come on, it don't make no sense. You're not going to fit in a Lambo. You know, I don't think you're going to fit in. He's like, man, you a hater. he said you're a hater because you don't think I can get it. And who tells you I want to fit in it? I just want to have it and park it in front of my house so that all these haters that hold the Cardano and Solana and all of them, show them that, look what Casper got me. I like, come on. Now, you know that ain't right. These people go to hate on you with all their might. So look at Uncle T right quick. Look. Uncle T counted with his fingers. Look at that man right there. Counted everything. Counted how many cars he's going to get. That's where his mind is. So actually he's going to the future to try to see how he's going to be driving these things. And his good cheesecakes never leave his side. He's having... So yeah, you are busy looking at the price action. Somebody else is busy looking in the future, following innovations, right? But anyways, like, let's go right quick. As we're doing this, let's go look at prices in action, okay? Let's go look at what the market did on for the past 24 hours. We're gonna take our good friend here, Crypto Bubble, as you can see, right? Oh my God, I can't stop repeating myself about this COAI, and I try to tell people it's oh my God. Well, I guess some people like to be slapped. So anyways, it is what it is, right? Now, let's start first with the King, KAS, King Kaspa. We do have here for the past hour, 0.8% down, 0.4% down on the day, 16.1% down on the week, 37.1% down on the month, and 59.1% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.41 billion and the 24 hours volume traded at $48.58 million. We look at Coin, QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. We have the same thing, 0.1% down the last hour, 0.9% down on the day, 10% down on the week, 14.7% down on the month, and 27.7% up on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.22 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $16.17 million. Okay, we go look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin, and we have that one sitting at 0.8% down the last hour, 2.1% up on the day, 6.9% down on the week, 27.2% down on the month, and 46.3% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $501.31 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $31.05 million. Now we look at Cubic, high risk, high rewards. Okay, we do have here 0.3% down the last hour, 1.1% down on the day, 13.1% down on the week, 22.1% down on the month, and 10.8% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $184.39 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $3.41 million. I hope it will keep this momentum, because I'm trying to enter and there is one indicator I'm waiting for, because I want to enter a trade on Cubic on Wix Exchange. So yeah, let me keep monitoring and see how things go from here. Now we go look at Jonathan's pet turtle. Okay, we call it Bitcoin, and I call it the green the orange guy. So this is why you can see the market is doing what it is doing, because Bitcoin is going down, and again on the last hour it's been trying to make a little correction. So guys, money is not gonna trickle down. Whoever that tells you different, I don't know what they're telling you. Okay, anyways, now if you look at it, we do have 0.7% down the last hour, 0.8% up on the day, 3.9% down on the week, 4.9% down on the month, and 60.7% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $2.19 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $57.05 billion. So yeah, it's something that if you look at it, again, I'm saying it is not money. It's not going to trickle down. Yeah, it's up to you to make your judgments, right? Now let's go look at prices in details. Even though, like I said, until Bitcoin finds its own momentum, these prices in details, TA would not help you. Seriously, it won't. So anyways, but it's something I like to do every day, just to check out the market dynamics and check out everything that is going on. Looking at the Dixie went up 98.6, not much. Yesterday it was sitting at 98.5, but we're seeing it right now 98.6, and Bitcoin is also up. So yeah, we want to see one of them give. One of them has to give. It has to be an inverse correlation, or else these prices you're looking at, they might be a fake out. Okay, now if you go look at prices in details for a quick second, we start with King Casper, and you see what happened here. Casper was going up, and again, this is the last hourly. Like I told you guys yesterday, if you do remember, I told you prices, okay, price always get attracted to the moving average, and by then the ribbon was still red, right? So as you guys can see, price got on top. We're still going. This right here, if you look at this wick, see how fast it went back up. I think it's a fake out. I think prices are still going to go up here to try the moving average. Okay, let's see how good we can get it. And then the same thing, the reason why I'm still saying it is because look at the ribbon. It has already turned green and it is going upwards. Now let's see, this is going to be following the 4 hourly. The 4 hourly yesterday, you remember when I was telling you to pay attention to the ribbon, see how it was curving? It is still doing the same thing. It hasn't turned green yet. So let's wait and see when this thing curves and turns green. But by then it will be too late for many people, because you guys already know prices always go towards the moving average. Okay, as you guys can see right now, prices, the moving average is sitting around that 6.8. And I told you guys yesterday, if you check liquidation maps, there is over $40 million in short that are going to be liquidated if Kaspa breaks above 6.5 cents. A lot of people are about to see max pain. That's what you're about to see, because when you look at shorts versus longs, majority, okay, around 70 or 80% of people are shorting Kaspa right now. And my friends, that is very dangerous to do. Anyways, now as you guys can see, ribbon is showing signs. It has started to curve, so it hasn't squeezed yet to turn green, but it is showing signs of going that way, right? If you look at it on the daily, you will also see the same thing. Remember when I was telling you that here it is a kind of how do you say this, surprising how low the price is and how high the moving ribbon is. It's very surprising. That is too far away from each other, and that's why I kept telling you guys that when you see that kind of stuff, it usually means that we are going to have a V-shaped recovery. That's what you are going to see. But if you look at it too, you see that we were inside this falling wedge, which is a bullish, very bullish structure. But Bitcoin did what it did. This is why this happened. sooner than later, you're about to see this thing get back into this, break, and start to go. We know that the target of the breakout from a falling wedge usually be the start of that falling wedge. As right now, this one is sitting around 12 cents. If you guys remember, I've been telling you price action, that resistance at 12 cents is the first one that we are going to face. Okay, after 12 cents, we do have 15 cents. Right after that, 18 and 19 cents follow before we get into all-time high and price gets into price discovery, which I'm telling you is going to happen while when a lot of people are least expecting it. So yeah, I'm just sitting tight. I'm not making any moves or anything. I'm just, my spot positions are there, my leverage positions are there. You guys already know I lost 2 of them and I opened another one, and hopefully the price still low like this by probably Thursday or Friday, because I want to open another one. I'm still watching the market this week, trying to see what's going on, because I want to enter another, either a Casper trade on weeks or on Bydfi. I want to enter a trade on that one. Okay, anyways, now let's go look at quant right quick. QNT, the banker's coin, and then we have it here on the hourly. The same thing with Casper, but with the difference. Okay, the difference is that, as you can see on quant, we have already went and tried the moving average, just like I told you yesterday we are going to do. Okay, we got rejected and it came down, but when you look at it, you can see that the ribbon is still green. Therefore, there is still bullish momentum on it. If you go look at the RSI and MACD, you are seeing that, yeah, they are still very low. They're still bullish. So yeah, this price action you're looking at right now is just because Bitcoin is doing its thing, which we cannot avoid, unfortunately, at this moment. Okay, when you look at it on the 4-hourly, you will see also the same thing. Like on Casper, like I told you, you see the signs? Ribbon is curving, is beginning to squeeze. And then look at where the moving average is, $94, $95. That's where it is. Therefore, I'm expecting this price to find itself up there to that $94, $95 before making a decision, whether rejection or maybe break above it and keep on going. That's what I'm looking at right now. So yeah, everything is playing according to plan. So yeah, just it might not take as fast as we want to, but it's working. Again, don't forget, ISO 20022 is going live next month, and we are now on the 20th. Guys, it's going live. So yeah, we're about to see fireworks on a lot of stuff. Okay, now if you look at it on the daily, you will also see the same thing. Okay, the same thing in which the ribbon hasn't curved yet, but one thing I'm looking at it is that it has begun to spray out. So a lot of people will be talking about price action, and for me, I keep the same thing. Like I told you guys, for me, price action is still the same, because what you saw here, this right here, was a fake out, was manipulation, was not organic manipulation. And on top of that, when you look at the ribbon, it is still green. So yeah, we're about to see something happen to the price of quant, which again, I still maintain the first resistance is going to be around that $125. We break that, we'll be heading to 151. After that, 164. With a daily candle close, we'll be looking at 176. And right after that, we'll be looking at $230. There is not much resistance between that and all-time high, which was around 400, 420, and into price discovery. So yeah, sit tight and watch the market do its own magic, right? That's all I can tell you. Jasmine, we're about to skip it again, because again, I will say it, until Jasmine gets above 2.3 cents, there's no point of doing anything about it. Okay, now let's go look at Jonathan's pet turtle right quick, Bitcoin, which again, I keep saying, we are still exactly on trajectory for Bitcoin to hit $150,000 or $160,000. Everybody and their grandmama still not believing it. See, I told you. Look at that. I said, like I told you, price always follows the moving average, right? Look at it. It went up there, it broke it, comes back and retests. So this right here looks like we're about to have this as support before we start going up. And the good thing about it, see how the ribbon turned green? That is a very bullish sign. A lot of people are still expecting $90,000 like they are talking. And I'm telling you, Bitcoin is looking for that 150, 160,000. That's what we are looking at. Once we get there, we are going to evaluate and look at the market to see, Is there still steam into it, or is it time to close shop? And again, there's one more indicator, like I'm telling you, I usually show you here. But on the 4 hourly, you can see ribbon still hasn't turned green. The 1 hour has transitioned to green. 4 hourly is still curving. You see, we are about to see it curve. Price is about to go the same thing, looking for that moving average at that. It is sitting right now, I think, at 114 or 113,000. That's what we're looking at right now. So yeah, Bitcoin is doing its thing. There's nothing changed at all. Nothing. And even like when you go on the weekly, everybody who is like very bearish on it, look on the weekly. The ribbon still green, and it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It went up and came back and retest that ribbon. Okay, by now, I keep saying it, by now Bitcoin should have been at that 150 or 160,000. But hey, people do manipulate the market. People do what they're gonna do. If I had the market to do, the money to do it, I would have done the same thing. But one thing that I'm paying attention to right now, I'm going to zoom it in. Look at the blue line and look at the red line. The blue line is no longer going like up, straightforward like it was doing. It has started to curve downwards. Remember, I told you the bull run will be over when the blue line crosses the red line. Right now, we are looking at the blue line. See, started to curve like this. See, and the red line, you see it. Next thing you're going to see, guys, the blue line is going to come, and the red line, they both are going to, the blue line is going to come, the red line is going to go up. They are going to tie on top of each other. When that happens, the red line will go a little bit above and then come down. That's what you're about to see. So this is the only indicator. It is called the pi cycle top. That's the only one that I'm still looking at right now. I'm looking at it and I'm going like, yeah, it takes a lot of patience, but you're going to have to wait. Let's see what the price does on this one, because in every bull run, trust me, this indicator has never failed me. Trust me, maybe this is the first time it fails, but hey, there's a first time for everything, right? And I'm looking at it right now, looking at that blue line start to curve. Yeah, tells me something that we don't have much time left. And if you want to look at it, you can also look at gold. Like I told you, that price, man, look, it's better if I just show it to you. Gold, what is it? AXU. Yeah, gold. This is let me take out this indicator. This is for Bitcoin. Let me take this out. This is crazy. This is gold. Look at the gold chart. This is why I'm telling you, we don't have much on this bull run. We don't have much on it. It is just going up parabolic. It's like crazy how it is. Look at that. Look at that. This is, you see what happened here on gold? See what happened here? It was doing exactly the same thing, going up parabolically, and then there we come down. If you look at the date, that was like, I think, 2022, 2023, and this right here, this is the bull run on 2021. You remember this here? This was the bull run in 2021 when gold topped out, started going sideways and dropped. Bitcoin topped out. That is almost at the same, or a little bit, a couple of weeks after that, probably 3 or 4 weeks after that, Bitcoin topped out, right? The same thing we are looking at right now. If you fast forward, you see gold is doing exactly the same thing. Now the question is this, has gold topped out, or does it still have steam? Right now, looking at it, yeah, I don't think so, right? You have to pay attention to stuff. Look at that, the moving average, for example. Moving average came all the way, you see, came all the way and then started going this way. The same thing. Look at the moving average right now. Where is it? Almost mirroring the same thing. It looks like the moving average is about to do this and price is about to do that, right? So yeah, those are the things that I am paying attention. I'm paying attention to them because yeah, they will determine a lot. Hopefully we see Bitcoin at that 150, 160,000 before gold start to do that. So yeah, pay attention, guys, because it's right in front of your eyes. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. But before we do that, like I always say, please do not get into leverage position if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, because if you do that, Rex City is always on the corner. I cannot teach you how to leverage trade. I don't know anybody who can do that, because it takes a lot of mental power to do it. Okay, it takes a lot, because when you first start, you are very anxious and you can make a lot of mistakes. That's why I always tell everybody, if you want to learn how to leverage trade, guys, down below I do have the links: Bydfi, Phemex, Margex, and Wix Exchange. Okay, once you register following those links and you meet their deposit requirements, they are going to give you free money. That is just the first part of everything. The most important part of it is that once you get the free money, take $20 or $50 out, my friend, and practice. If after you've practiced, if you can able to turn $20 into $40, or $50 into $100, $100 into $200, $200 into $400, you can able to do that easily, then you are ready. You're ready to start leverage trading. If you don't practice, my friend, they have a nice cozy home for you in Rec City. And don't blame anybody but yourself, because I try to warn you, right? I try to tell you not to do it without knowing what you're up to. Because these little bastards we call market makers, they are out there to fuck you over. That's what they are. If you can't see it in the first way, I don't know how else you are going to be able to see it. All right. But anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. You guys know all of them got liquidated except for 2 right now. Instead of 6, I only have 2 positions open, and I'm working on opening more starting this probably Thursday or Friday, or depending on how the market goes, right? Anyways, now let's start first with Bydfi. On Bydfi, you guys know I am trading quant right now. Let's see my overall, what it says, $6,500. Let's refresh that. Yeah, approximately $6,500. Okay, you guys know I am an aggressive trader. I trade at 50x. I don't use stop loss. That's me. Right now I am still sitting at 34% down, which is $3,100 approximately. You can pause it and you can look at my numbers if that's what you want to do, because like I'm telling you here, I trade at 50x and I don't have stop loss. That's me. I don't do that. Okay, anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at the next position, which is sitting on Phemex. On Phemex, I'm trading King Casper, which you guys already know. As the market crashed, I opened a position right away. I didn't wait for confirmation or nothing. Overall, right now, I am sitting at $1,800 approximately. Okay, and when you look at my contracts, you will see that here I am still up 16%, which is $246. That's not what I'm looking for, but hey, just keep on. I'm going to keep on this position and see how much money I can squeeze out of it, because when you look at it, there is a big potential right there. And don't forget, I trade at 50x. That's why my positions, okay, they react like really aggressively, because I trade at a high leverage. That's why I'm telling you, for Casper right now, if we go back to the all-time high, which was 20 cents, this position will make me $25,000. I'm happy with that, but that's not take profit. We go up to 50 cents, this position will make me $76,000 in profit, right? Good money. Now let's just say we go back to and Casper goes to $1, I will be walking home with $160,000, which is great. At $4, I'll be walking home with $669,000. If I keep it open long enough until we hit $10, I will be walking home with $1.6 million in profit. That's just me. Those are the numbers that I'm looking at. Okay. Now let's go look at Acorn right quick. Acorn, that's the one I'm using to teach my kid how to trade on both. How you say it? Trading on stocks and ETFs. That's what I'm teaching him how to do. Today he's still sitting at 336. Not much has gone up since yesterday, but yeah, it's a Monday. Let's watch how things go from here. And if you look at where he's investing, I like to look at this, and then we look at his base investment, and we'll see that here, yeah, not much has gone up. It's still like 1.96% off on his stocks. Nothing has changed. VOO, which is the S&P 500, doing great. And yeah, everything is doing great. And then if you look at his bonds, the bonds I think went down a little bit, because I thought on the bonds I saw some like $80 the other day, or maybe I'm getting confused. But the bonds are also doing good. So yeah, I'm proud of the boy. He's doing pretty good. That's something, again, that, like I'm telling you guys, is something you need to start doing. Start preparing your next generations, because this kind of stuff, they don't teach it in school. It is up to you and I as parents to teach our children how to be financially free. Okay? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Don't forget to like and comment. I am very interested in knowing what you think about everything that we talked about today. Okay? And also don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. Until I see you in my next one, please, please, take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.